on to another slide presentation video. It's not a lesson, they're all questions, and we are going to answer them as examples, From chapter 9. The Aslam family made $253 at their garage sale, but they had to pay $18 for advertising and signs. Write the money amounts as integers.
Made $253. So made means gained, which is positive. That means they gained, they got.
It also rhymes, made and gained.
So it is positive 253, or we just write it as 253.
Without the positive sign.
Pay $18, it means they gave away. So pay means gave away, which is negative. Therefore, it is negative 18.
We can't change it.
So, to write the amounts as integers, we have positive 253 and negative 18.
High and low tide levels are reported using positive and negative numbers. The tides for June 6, 1997 in Broad Creek, South Carolina were negative 12, 232, negative 17, and 272 centimeters. Write these numbers in order from the lowest tide to the highest.
So, in comparing positive integers, the greater number is the number farther away from the zero. This only applies to the positive integers. But in comparing negative integers, the greater number is the number closer to the zero. Exactly. And when I talk about these two, I mean when you use a number line. So this here is a number line, and if you can see, some places are dotted because we're not putting all the numbers, we're just using the numbers that we have. So we'll place the negative 12 to the left of the zero, 232 to the right of the zero, negative 17 to the left of the zero, and 272 to the right of the zero. Now, if you can see that when we place them on the number line, we've already put them in order from lowest to highest. And therefore, this is the answer.
Number 3. Which height is higher, negative 83 feet or the opposite of negative 88 feet?
Now we have here level 0, which is exactly on sea level. And then we have the positive is above sea level, positive integers, and the negative integers are below sea level. Now, the opposite of negative 88 feet is positive 88. And we know that for sure positive is more than negative, and positive is higher than negative. Therefore, the opposite of 88, negative 88, is higher than negative 83 because positive feet is above and negative feet is below.
As we said, to the left. United States business inventories decreased $10 billion in 1991, then increased $7 billion the next year. What was the overall change in business inventories for the following 2 years we talked about in the question?
So decrease $10 billion. Decrease means less.
That means it's negative.
So it is negative. And so it is negative 10 as you see. Increased $7 billion. Increased means more. So it is positive 7. Now, when we need to find the overall change means the difference in the change.
Yeah.
So it is negative 10 plus
7.
Positive 7.
Yeah.
So the difference is, the change, is negative $3 billion.
In total. Number 5. The elevation of New Orleans, Louisiana, is 8 feet below sea level. The elevation of Lake Champlain, Vermont, is 95 feet above sea level. How much higher is Lake Champlain than New Orleans?
in order to know, here we have to draw a number line. This makes our work easier.
But vertical.
So if you will see, 8 feet below means -8, and of course it has to be placed
Below.
under the 0 or below the 0. And then 9 feet above means +95, and it has to be placed above the 0.
Yeah.
Now we need to see how much higher is Lake Champlain than New Orleans. Here we have to find the difference. So to find the difference, it is 95 minus -8, and we know that two negatives make a positive.
So we
Therefore,
add it.
so we have to add 95 plus 8 gives me 103
3
feet.
feet.
So
Uh,
therefore, the difference is 103 feet.
But we can change it into yards. Number 6. In Fairbanks, Alaska, a typical January temperature is -13 degrees Fahrenheit and a typical April temperature is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the difference between these temperatures?
Now we don't have to use a number line or a thermometer, but I just put it for more information. So -13 degrees Fahrenheit is below the 0, as you can see, and +30 degrees Fahrenheit is above the 0. So now we have 30 degrees Fahrenheit minus -13,
degrees
and
Fahrenheit.
negative makes a
Positive.
So 30 degrees Fahrenheit plus 13 degrees Fahrenheit gives me 43 degrees Fahrenheit. So the difference between the two temperatures is 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which means it's over like 3 degrees Celsius. Number 7. The average daily high temperature in Rome, Italy, typically drops 15 degrees Fahrenheit over the 3 months from July to October. Assuming that it drops the same amount every month, how many degrees does it drop in 1 month?
Now, we're given that the temperature drops 15 degrees Fahrenheit over a period of 3 months. So this means if in 3 months it drops 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and they said that the same amount every month, so if in 3 months it is 15 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're going to divide the 15 degrees Fahrenheit by 3 to get it in 1 month. So 15 degrees Fahrenheit divided by 3 will give me 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which means...
So this is the drop in 1 month. It is 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ricky is playing a game in which blue chips are worth 8 points each and red chips are worth -5 points each. Ricky has 7 blue chips and 11 red chips. Find the value of the blue chips and the red chips.
So we have the red chips are 11, so it's -5 multiplied by 11. And he has
-55
wait.
for the blue chips.
And he has 7 blue chips, so it is 8 multiplied by 7, which is 56.
So the value of the red chips is -55.
And the value of the blue chips is 56.